May I request Colonel David Devasahayam, the chairman of Radiant Group of Companies, a Harvard alum and recipient of this year's Socially Conscious Entrepreneur of the Year Award for philanthropy, to honor our chief guest and say a few words.
I think I'll say a few words and then honor a wonderful chief guest, Dr. Raghuram, Rajan. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank Mrs. Parveen Thapa for having given me this opportunity this evening. And my wife, Renuka, knows that for the first time, I listened very carefully to an RBI governor. Normally they are all so boring. We have a very interesting and a younger man than me as the RBI governor. So I listen very carefully and I record everything that he says, and it's been very interesting. Being an alumnus of Harvard myself, it also gives me immense pride that when we discuss Indians in Harvard, Dr. Rajan's name invariably crops up. And the reason is he was the first person in the world, in the Western world, to write a paper in 2005 rocking the financial world with a controversy. And he predicted the recession, which actually happened, and then Wall Street Journal was forced to eat their words. So that gives us, all of us Indians, an immense amount of pride when we go abroad. But today, I wouldn't like to take much time or keep him away from the questions. I'd just like to possibly just say two things. We are entrepreneurs at the ground level, and I'm an entrepreneur. We have a large amount of work that's happening in the Indian hinterland. And sometimes we see that wayside railway stations in Bihar have still not appeared on the Google Maps. So that's a country where we're now the third largest economy after the US and China in the world. So it's a country where there's still a large mass, millions and millions of people who still have to be banked. And Dr. Raghuram Rajan is now almost finished 1 year at the head of the banking infrastructure. He has another 2 more years to go. So we look forward to a revolution. I know he came in much before the Achhe Din, but he has a lot of innovation within him. And at this time, there's a strong and stable government with a determination to be pro-development. I'd like to draw an example as to what happened earlier. When a similar person with a foreign education and foreign ideas came and revolutionized the country, not very long ago. I remember when I married my wife, Renu, I had to book a call. And if I had to speak to her in a hurry, I had to book a lightning call, which is to really drill a hole into my pocket. And then somebody called Sam Pitroda came, and he mapped the country together by small public-private partnerships of the ISDS STD booths. And suddenly you could talk much faster. And he set the platform on which the mobile revolution thereafter happened. And today, almost everybody, even in these places which do not appear on the Google Maps, you find everyone with a mobile. So that is the kind of out-of-the-box thinking, innovative approach. He has covered it all so well within the course of his talk, of the 5 Ps and how we have to approach this. So there's a lot of expectation and hope. And the second issue which I'd like to cover is the takeaway. And the takeaway is that this audience, which is largely people of my age group, almost all of us have children studying abroad. Many of us. I can recognize so many faces where the children are abroad. And he represents a new iconic journey backwards. You can go abroad, gainfully achieve the best of education, gain a lot of work experience, create a lot of value, but you can straddle both the worlds and you can still find the courage not to turn your back on your country, but to come back and build value in this beautiful country of ours. I would like to take much more time or keep him away from the questions. So thank you for bringing a lot of glamour to the corridors of RBI. And I'd like to honor the rock star of the banking infrastructure, our wonderful governor, Dr. Raghuram Rajan. Thank you very much.